Hello again. This is the Ohio Ram Show coming to you from Southwest Ohio, and today we are in the wonderful Englewood Reserve, a part of the Miami Valley's Conservancy District, a flood control system which people come from all over the world to see, and it has provided for us here in this part of the state thousands and thousands of acres of wonderful open space for hiking, for just about anything you can do in the outdoors. And I happen to be right along the Miami Valley Bikeway, one of the legs of it, one of the largest bikeway systems in the world. We're so happy to have had the chance to be with you over the weekend at the Ohio Ram Challenge, miserable though the weather was. Hello, my name is Lee Kreider. I am the host of the Ohio Ram Show. This is show number 102. On today's show, we're going to do two things. First of all, we're going to show you something of the crew seminar that was held in Dublin, Ohio, led by Fred Boethling, the CEO of the Race Across America. And this was a tremendous event. I learned a lot. I've been around this race for a long time, but I learned a lot about how you go about crewing. I think it's a must-do for anybody who wants to crew on the Race Across America. And I can also say it's a must-do for anyone that's going to be in ultra racing, where you're going to have a crew. Very good information there. Then, that done, we're going to go down to time station 42, where John McFaddin will take us a tour of that time station, which so many of you appreciate, and show how they have it equipped, what they carry with them, how they set it up, along with some great photographs by his wife, Amy. Amy and John, along with Bob Griffith, do a wonderful job down there, as anyone who's been on the Race Across America can tell you, and we're happy to show you how they go about that. So enjoy the show. Well, I'm sitting here in the car with two guys from Georgia with Pedals for Pets. We're waiting for the door to open here on the RAAM seminar. I haven't seen Fred or anybody else that looks promising, but so your name is, sir?
My name's Dave.
Dave?
Yeah.
And you're from Georgia?
Georgia, near south of Atlanta.
And you're with Pedals for Pets, right?
Correct, right.
Tell us a little bit about your team.
Well, the team's made up of 4 women, fairly accomplished riders. They're going to do the RAAM and relay, and they're mostly from the South Metro area. There might be 1 or 2 of the crew or some of the other folks that are from north of town. Atlanta being one of those spread out cities, you know, people come from everywhere. They've been some of the women involved have been Ironman triathletes, long distance riders. They're quite accomplished, and they're doing this for an organization called Pedal for Pets, which is again to raise money to ensure that pet animals are neutered and spayed, so that we can reduce the stray population in the Atlanta area.
You enjoying this cold weather?
No.
You aren't?
No.
And what's your role?
I'm co-crew chief, in case this guy over here, this is my longtime friend Chuck, but he's really getting old, and when the team asked him to be the crew chief, there was some issue whether he could live long enough to make it to June, so they asked me to kind of hang in there just in case he falls down on the job. Okay,
and Chuck, what's your full name, Chuck?
Chuck Garwood.
Turn around here so we can get a look at you, Chuck.
Yeah, video also.
Yeah,
this is great.
Yeah.
I like this. Yeah.
And so have you done this before, Chuck?
I crewed for a soloist back in '09.
Okay.
So I've done RAAM.
Who were you crewing for?
Kevin Kaiser.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was, I thought he was going to make Rookie of the Year, but I think he finished second for Rookies that year. And he had done it the year before on a fixed gear, he and another guy. So I kind of know what to expect, but the logistics is different switching out 4 people because we didn't have to obviously rotate riders.
You said on fixed gear. He's on a 2-person fixed gear team.
Yeah, the first time it's
and
fixed.
They started them early because they weren't sure how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
They just burned up the road.
They were great. That was amazing.
Yeah, I remember
Kevin
that.
came back
Yeah.
solo the next year. But we've got 4 ladies who are going to. Their goal is to, and I hate to say this out loud, is to break the record. I mean, in 6 days, 12 hours, 28 minutes, I think is the record.
Okay. 4 women, right?
4 women. We have.
What's their names?
Sharona, who is an orthopedic surgeon.
Okay.
She's a doctor. And to get that much time off work is amazing, and also to be able to train, considering her profession. We have Paula. She and her husband own a rock climbing business.
Okay.
And then we have Paula. We have not Paula. We have Vicky, a housewife. I don't say that saying the housewife's probably the hardest job.
Yeah, you're digging yourself into a whole.
I know, I've got to be quiet because my wife may see this also, and they also. And we have Martha Hall, who I guess would be the team leader.
Okay.
Martha's a single mother of 2, an animal. She's a longer distance swimmer. She swam around Key West, the 12-mile swim with a broken leg.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so she's tough. And,
hey, I'm glad to talk to you guys. Like I said, I saw you on the website, and I thought I'd like to get in touch with you, but I'm glad you're right here, and
this is great.
And thanks for spending a little time with me.
Thank you. We're really looking forward to it.
Okay.
All right.
We'll see you. I won't see you inside, but we'll see you in San Diego or Oceanside.
Okay. A couple of my favorite veterinarians here. And you, tell me your name.
I'm Sandy Taylor, and this is Craig Thompson.
And the name of your team?
We're Cycling for Autism.
Okay, and I had you on the show a little while ago.
Yep.
Yes, in the fall.
Okay, very good. Glad to see you here.
It's great to be here.
It's going to be fun.
We probably have the shortest drive to get here, I think, or at least shortest travel, except for you, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah. So how's everything over in Indiana?
Cold.
Very cold.
Still cold. Indoor training.
You didn't have to get any special permission or anything to come to Columbus, did you?
Nope.
They
let us out.
They let Purdue people right in. Okay.
Yeah, we slipped through customs.
No passports or anything.
Right.
Okay, good. Glad to have you here.
So
Say hello to us, Lisa.
Good morning, Lee.
Lisa Brunckhorst, Team Oxford Autoimmune. Glad to have you here. And Ricardo?
Yes.
Crew chief, right?
Richie? Yeah, Richie.
Okay.
We haven't called him that yet.
You're the first Buckeyes I've seen here today yet.
I know. Well, yeah. Well, we're coming a couple hours out.
Yep.
Got to be sure we're here on time.
Okay. Very good. Here with Team Revolution. Where are you from?
Percy, Pennsylvania.
And your name is?
Betsy Bill Sathra.
And tell me a little bit about, let's get you. Who are you?
Hi, Sandy Viscusi.
And tell me a little about Team Revolution.
Team Revolution is dedicated to raising $100,000 for research at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. We need to fund their research into pediatric brain cancer. Very, very little funding goes into that right now, and we're losing kids at an amazing rate due to it.
Okay, very good. And you are?
Caroline Court.
Caroline, and tell me about your team.
Our team is 4 gentlemen over the age of 50.
Okay.
And one of them is my husband. We lost our son, Christopher, 3 years ago to a brain tumor.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that.
Tim came to me last year with this idea saying he was going to ride his bicycle across the country
Good.
in memory of Chris. And I said, that's an
So
awesome idea.
you're all crew, is that correct?
Yes.
And is any of the crew chief here?
See?
You're the crew chief, right?
Yeah.
Have you done anything like this before?
Nope.
Do you know what you're getting into?
Probably not. Done a lot of reading, a lot of studying, but I'm sure there's
That's
a
the thing
lot
to
I
do.
don't know.
And I think you'll learn a lot here today. Be sure to ask lots of questions.
Absolutely.
And so forth. Well, glad to chat with you people. And
Thank
good
you
luck.
very much. Thank you very
And
much.
maybe we'll see you at Oxford or Blanchester here in Ohio. Okay, time station's 4142. Remember, open 24 hours a day. We're there for you when you come through. Okay?
Thank you.
All righty. Thank you.
To a, let's say, 2, 4, 8-person team, those numbers will come up, but not by a great deal. I think you can get by even with an 8-person team with a 12-person race crew, although we've seen bigger support crews. So does that give you a kind of a feel? Yes. Race Across the West. Race Across the West solo. You can do solo Race Across the West. Normally at the finish line, everybody's all got their arms around each other. This, you could just watch the dynamics standing back. Everybody, the 8 people occupied like a space like the front crew, and then we'll talk about the life cycle of the racer. Okay, so at the start, everyone's excited, adrenaline's all flowing, everyone's all positive, let's get rolling and all that. About 24 hours into the race, you know, you've made a bunch of little mistakes in the beginning, but you're kind of figuring out how to make it work. You know, 36 hours into the race, you're through California and over there.
I'm Paul Korkowski, a racer for 2016 solo.
And where are you from?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Alrighty, and you are?
Bruce Rorick.
You're going to be on his crew? Or?
Crew chief for Paul in 2016 and also from Minnesota.
Well, glad to have you here in Ohio.
Thank you very much.
And when 2016 rolls around, we'll have a couple time stations here working 24 hours a day to help you out.
Appreciate that.
And be glad to see you then. And your name is?
Doug Letto, and this is Jeanie Letto.
Hi.
And you folks are from?
New Zealand.
Yep, so live just out of Auckland, New Zealand.
And you are planning on doing RAAM when?
Yeah, as a 4-person team in either 2016 or 2017.
You got a team name?
Not yet.
Not really, no.
Okay.
Yeah. But we've done one practice event of 1,280 kilometres. So,
okay.
And that was like over 2 days, 41 hours. So yeah, we're getting ready.
Well, come next fall for us. We'll be watching for you, and maybe we can get a show put together with just your team. How'd that be?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Got a lot of Australians on the show, but we haven't had anybody from New Zealand yet.
We see these at least 4 teams coming this year.
Yeah, the Australians are putting a lot of teams out.
Yeah.
Okay.
They always like to do one better than us.
Thank you for coming to Ohio. You come here just for this event?
Oh, no, we came for the weather.
And you are?
Barry Dixon.
And where are you from, Barry?
Originally from Australia, but now living in Northern Virginia.
Ah, so you joined the Yankees, did you? How long you been in Virginia?
Just over a year and a half.
Year and a half, okay. And you are doing what?
I'm doing Raw this year.
You're doing Raw?
Yeah, as a rookie.
As a rookie, okay. And any bigger plans in the work after Raw?
Dreaming of RAAM one day, maybe 16 or 17.
Well, we sure got a lot of Australians in the race.
Yeah, I noticed on the website, some of them even contacted me thinking because the flag there is the Australian flag, and they thought that I was still in Australia.
Yeah. So. Well, I just found out, I hadn't followed this, that Steve Berling's going to do Raw, did you?
Yeah, he was the guy.
We're so glad to hear that. He sure had a time of it, hadn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad he's going to be able to do Raw. I hope that works out for him. Okay. Thank you very much.
Staff in Arizona and between Cortez, Colorado and Trinidad, Colorado. So basically through the climbing scenic parts of Arizona and the Rockies.
2 or more vehicles, period, that are behind you.
Yeah, if they're race, well, it's caravanning if they're race vehicles.
It's impeding traffic if they're not race vehicles.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And impeding, and if it's just one race vehicle and there's like 3-4 cars behind you and you don't let them by, then it's impeding flow of traffic.
Yeah, first of all, who are you?
I'm Dan Lamb.
Dan Lamb, and you are doing what?
I'm just here to find out more about RAAM and possibly do it in 2016.
Looking for 2016?
Yes.
A couple others like that. Where are you from, Dan?
West Columbia, South Carolina.
Whereabouts?
Columbia, South Carolina.
Columbia? Okay. Very good. I'd have you here. And you are?
Peter Kochupura from Team Phenomenal Hope.
And what are you doing this year?
I'm crew chief for our effort at Raw 2015.
And see, the Raw team was going to be who?
Henry Alderson, and Patty George.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
So you're here at the RAAM seminar, picking up all the tips.
Yep, that's right.
Well, thank you for chatting with us, and we'll be looking for you in 2016, Dan. Okay,
hopefully. 2400 to 0600 when they come back up. During and this is how it goes. This is a rotation every 6 hours.
barring any
While the A, B, or C is in the van, they are not to be touched. They don't mix Gatorade and water. They don't.
Which one did you do for qualifying?
Well, we just
You don't
teams. We
have
signed up.
to qualify for teams. Yeah, so we did a 7-day ride last July, the rainstorm ride, which is just you ride 100 miles a day for 7 days or 6 days, and then 160 miles just in Indiana. So we did that, and then when we finished that, we thought, well, let's do it. Let's try it.
Longer riding since then? Yeah, well, we're going to go to Texas Hell Week next week. And we're from West Lafayette, so loads of indoor, unfortunately, for the winter.
We're from Wisconsin, the same thing.
God.
12 days, it's like I can go 20 miles an hour, but not for 7 days straight, and I'm training in one of our assistant crew chief. He's the one who's done solo, and he, when we first started this all, we're thinking, okay, 2-man team's gonna be half as easy, right? So we go and meet with him, and he says, okay.
And you are?
Hi, I'm Sara, Lynn.
And you are with?
I'll be crewing for the Veloroos for RAAM 2015.
And we had the Veloroos on the show. Well, I guess just Sara by herself, but we couldn't get the others were scattered all over the world at the time.
Okay.
So you're going to be working with them.
Yes.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How you doing, Mr. Simpson?
For the Midland, what is this for?
This is for the High Ramp Show. I had you on the show a couple years ago, remember?
Right. And we still have the material collected over there and sharing it. But I was surprised to see so many DNFs in there this year.
Been a lot of people DNF. The heat out in the desert's been terrible.
That's what I understand. And particularly some of the favors, like the winner the last 2 years with his new record that he set with Chris. And to see him out of the picture, I sort of,
Well, Mr. Simpson runs the Historical Society, which is right across the street.
Right.
And you have a RAAM collection over there, don't you?
Quite a few things. I've been sorting. Well, it was raining. I was looking up some material that I need, and this is our quarterly newsletter. I left a copy of it here yesterday.
Okay, very good.
So it's as reference to see some of the things. And featured RAAM on the back.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's great.
Say they were coming through here, so.
Well, it's good to see you again.
Right, and see you folks. I see you got the plastic all around for the rain we've been experiencing this week.
Well, that's the McFaddin's doing. We're just passing through.
Right. Understand that. I was glad to see so many on the charts this time, today.
Yeah, well, there'll be...
last evening and today.
There'll be a lot more coming through later this afternoon and from now on until we get really busy.
I imagine so, and especially if they're going to make it to the finish line in Annapolis over the weekend.
Right, and if anybody out there has a little memorabilia you'd like to send to Blanchester as a token of how well they do their time station here, I understand that if Blanchester is the only town with this name.
That is the only one in the USA.
And so if they just send it to Historical Society of Blanchester, Ohio, you'll get it.
Should get it, right. Because we had one picture I was sending to California to a party. It got out of the envelope because they had it marked Blanchester on the back. It came back here.
That's all it took.
That's all it took.
Hey, thank you. Thank you again. I can't get up. What's your name?
Xander.
Xander? What's yours?
Braxton.
Thomas. Thomas.
What's your name?
Thomas.
Okay. And here they are playing games. This is just too cool for a time station, I'll tell you. What can you say? Well, we're back here with John again, and he's going to take us a little tour of his time station. Their time station, because Amy's over here, and she won't get on camera.
Well, that is her, and
so
that's
tell
fine.
us what we have here.
Well, we have, of course, you always need some towels to clean up our messes. We got a little fruit. We got our trash bags, our cups, and whatnot. We got a few snacks down here. our coffee, mints, popcorn. We got a little bit of everything, That's for us and the riders, of course. Got us a little fridge.
Got every.
We got some goodies for the riders, and we got some Snickers bars, some Skittles, some Starbursts, little coffee creamer. We try to take care of everybody.
Okay. Moving on around.
Got us a microwave in case anybody needs to heat anything up. Coffee pot, of course. Coffee's very important at night. Everything's closed down at night, and so we make sure we have coffee ready to go.
Little USB charger there.
Yep, little USB charger.
Okay.
Got us a little radio in case we get a little bored and need a little company at night. Mints, because,
I understand.
Just bags of pretzels. We got some wipes in case you need to do a little quick bathing while you're up here, if you will.
I might use those after bed.
We have a few drink mixes on hand in case anybody, when we offer them water, they want a little something extra. We got some drink mixes for them. Brochures about the race. And then we have the actual board for the racers, what times they come to the time station. Also,
it's amazing how many racers want to see that.
It is, and
you think they have all this data, but they still like to see that board.
See that? Yeah, that's a fact. We list all the things that are in town that we have to offer here in Blanchester. It's just a quick reference for them. We also sent that to RAAM, and it's available to all the racers. We just have a couple on hand.
I saw that online.
Also, we have some lotions, some other little knick-knack things in here. We got plates, silverware, plasticware. And then we do have our little GPS route to the dump station in case somebody needs.
That's good.
Station.
I see you got a copy of the rule book there.
Do have a copy of the rule book.
Baseball fans know the rules better than the referees sometimes. But if you want to be a good fan, you really ought to know the rules, oughtn't you?
The rules.
You understand what's happening out there.
Yes, I agree. And then, of course, we always have plenty of water on hand, thanks to UDF. They supplied us with the water this year.
Great.
So, yeah. We also have some miscellaneous medical supplies on hand. Various stuff, bandages, triple antibiotics, cold packs, compresses, some Tagaderm. I also have another huge tote over there filled with all kinds of medical supplies. Got a couple
fans around here, I see.
Got fans to keep everyone cool, tarps to cover everything up for when it rains.
And one of the nice features is the city of Blanchester puts power up there for you. We'll get a shot of that later.
That's great.
Yeah.
We definitely couldn't do all this without that.
Yeah, that's great. I think
and McDonald's, huge supporter of the race. They offer some meal tickets. They give us some water. Some drink mix. And they supply us with all the ice. I mean, you don't think about ice as being a big deal, but when you pay $3 a bag and you go through as much as we do, it's a big deal.
That's one of the things we learned real quick at time stations, the need for ice.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, John.
No problem.
You do a wonderful job.
Well, thank you.
Everybody talks about the McFaddins.
Well, that's good.
That's wonderful. People say, "What about a time station?" Go find the McFaddins, and the train's going to stare us out.
Oh yeah,
here.
they will.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Lee.
Well, that's our show for today. 2 different features, and we hope you enjoyed that. You can see more about the show at the show RAAM's website, ohioramshow.com. While there, you can Leave your email address if you'd like to get notifications of future shows. And as I'm filming this, I'm watching a stink bug crawl over my camera. The stink bugs are taking over the world, it looks like, at least here in Ohio, and I hear they're elsewhere as well. I digress. Thank you for your support of the show. Thank you for your likes, for your shares, for your retweets, for all the great comments. And on the show website, ohioramshow.com, which you see there on your screen, you can leave your comments. You can see all of the previous shows that have done, 102 of them now over the last 3+ years. We thank you for watching. We hope you have another great fall day wherever you are. And so goodbye to all of you. Good morning to some of you. Good afternoon to some others. And to all the rest of you, good night.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.